the one and only Judo Kayla. The Instagram name has changed, by the way. It's now just Kayla Harrison Official. She returns to fight Aspen Lad, and she returns to this program a year after she was in studio on Thanksgiving, and we spoke about Aspen Lad. Could you believe that? A lot has changed since then. And look at this setup. Wow. No one has a better setup than Kayla. This is an incredible, with the fuzzy background, this looks like a feature film, Kayla. How did you put this together?
Honestly, it takes a lot of work. I've been up since 5 a.m. I've been grinding. It's difficult. No, we got Fadali here. We got everybody. This crew is top notch.
This is amazing. Why would you ever want to leave this crew, Kayla? Look how they treat you.
I never said I did.
I'm just kidding.
Again, right off the rip, you were just like, God, just stir it. Just get in there, baby.
Here it is.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. We got the set. Yeah. It is great to have you on. It's great to see.
I was thinking the other day.
Yes.
I was thinking the other day, you know how DC, your old buddy DC, they have that DC and RC?
Sure. I've heard of it. Never seen it.
We could do the AH and KH.
Oh, wow. You want in on this empire?
Think about it. Who wouldn't want a piece of that pie?
Are you allowed to be a part of this empire?
I'm pretty sure I can do whatever I want.
That's true. You can.
Last time I checked.
You can. That's why we love you. You certainly can. Welcome back. It's great to have you back. It's great to see you back. Golly, it's been a long-ass time. What is the difference between this Kayla Harrison and the one that was in the studio 2 days before that New York fight against Larissa Pacheco?
I think, as cliche as it sounds and as cookie cutter Hallmark movie-esque, I'm just I'm in such a good place. I'm full of joy and peace and happiness, and my focus is dialed in. My life is so good, Ariel, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to compete. I'm grateful to fight tomorrow. It's been a long layoff. It's been full of ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we're here. It's fight week. I'm talking to my boy. Life is good.
By the way, fight is on Friday, not tomorrow, just for the record.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, weigh-ins tomorrow.
Right. That's the fight before the fight. Man, I remember when we spoke to you a week after that fight, and you don't need me to tell you this, you didn't seem like you were in a good place. You even had the makeup was coming down your face. It was hard to see you like that because we were used.
That wasn't makeup; those were bruises.
Okay, yeah. It just looked like you were crying a lot. You looked very sad, and
I was puffy.
Yes,
I was sad. I was depressed. Yeah, of course. Look, I'm a type A driven, obsessive, psycho, and I talk a big game, and I want everything I say that I want. So yeah, dealing with a loss is not a walk in the park for me. I know that it probably sounds trivial to maybe a lot of people, but this is what I do. It's really important to me. I put a lot of effort and energy and time, and a lot of people around me put a lot of effort and energy and time into that. So it was humbling and it was hard, I don't want to call it rock bottom, but nothing stings quite like the pain of failure, you just want to crawl out of your skin.
How long did that rut last? When did you feel like you got out of it and the skies were blue and the birds were singing?
I would get out of it and then get back in it and get out of it and get back in it. I would be wicked depressed and emotional, and then one of my kids would say something funny or do something funny or bring me back to the present moment, and I would realize oh yeah, that shit doesn't matter. And then I would think I would have a fight and I wouldn't have a fight, and I had to keep the taste of loss in my mouth, and then it was up and down, up and down, up and down, but really it was all for my good.
Do you feel like you can only get over that loss fully until Friday happens and you get that win?
No, I don't feel like that anymore.
Okay. Anymore? You did at one point?
Yeah, for sure. I did. I felt like you're only as good as your last fight, and you can't do anything or say anything or figure anything out until you fight again and win. But I don't feel like that anymore. I'm not tied to it like that anymore. It doesn't define me, like I am a fighter. This is what I do, but there's just so much more to me and my life. And, but yeah, hell yeah, I'm ready to get that W back. I'm ready to get back in the win column Friday night.
I see you posting on your social media like a countdown of sorts. So what has like the last few weeks been like for you? Do you feel like a different person? Does it feel familiar? Is it like, do you usually do that sort of thing, or is this different?
No, I've brought in a lot of help, and things are different this time. Number one, I'm taking really good care of myself. I have a weight cut specialist and a chef and PR people and like a whole team behind the team. And of course, I still have all my coaches. So I'm treating this as a profession. I'm not just kind of like it's not the Wild West anymore, for me. MMA is still the Wild West, but it's not for me. This is my job. I'm a professional. But I feel great. I mean, I feel supported. I feel healthy. I feel focused. I have a ton of just positive energy around me, and I'm ready to go shine, baby.
Will your kids come to this event?
No, not this time.
Why not?
Because it's Thanksgiving and it's a pain to travel, and it was a little bit stressful having them there last time. Like my mom, it was a lot. It was a lot of moving parts, and like they can just have Thanksgiving at home. I'm going to be home early the next day. We're going to have a big Thanksgiving on Sunday. They get to have play dates and stuff with their friends now instead of being stuck in a hotel room on Thanksgiving.
Right.
So it's just better for everybody.
You were originally supposed to fight Julia Budd. Now it's Aspen Ladd. Which matchup did you like more? Which one got you more excited?
Doesn't matter.
No preference.
No.
Why isn't?
Or this is your hard. These are your hard hitting questions.
No,
today?
I'm building it up. I don't know. I mean,
okay.
Why isn't Julia Budd? Why isn't Julia Budd fighting? Oh, what's that? Would this one qualify as hard hitting?
Yeah, that was a better question for sure. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in charge of that. I'm not a promoter. I'm a fighter. So.
But it's not.
I sign on the dotted line.
Is it true that it's not an injury?
I believe it's not an injury. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, but you did this. Would that mean a money issue?
Je ne sais pas.
Okay, wow. Good French. Okay. Aspen Ladd was someone that I asked you about when you were in studio here a year ago because she had just signed.
Yeah.
Do you feel like she presents any kind of problems? I do remember, by the way, you may not recall, but you had said at the time, this was before the fight against Pacheco, that Pacheco would smoke her, that she is nowhere near a Pacheco. Do you still feel that way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I feel like everyone can finally firmly understand what a beast Pacheco is. And yeah, no, I think Aspen's great. I think she's got a lot of potential. I think she will do well in PFL as long as she continues to grow and evolve. I expect big things from her, but not on Friday night.
Have you seen Larissa this week?
I saw her.
And did you interact with her? Okay. No handshake. No.
What am I gonna do? Like go kiss the ring?
Nah, I don't know. Sometimes people are like, "Hey, so happy for you." A little like hug situation.
I am happy for her, but that doesn't like negate the fact that she's still my competition.
Sure. But I know the competitor that you are. Like when you see her, is there animosity there? Is there like, I need that one back? I don't like that you did this to me last year.
No. She did her job. I did mine. She did hers a little bit better. You know, it's part of the game. It's why we have fights. It was her night, and I'm at peace with that. It was her night.
Why is this fight at 150, not 55 or 45?
I don't know. I was
Really?
preparing for 145.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
All right.
Because I saw, I was ready for 145, actually like disciplined, focused, ready to go. And then your buddy Ali called me and said, will you fight Aspen Lad at 150? And I was like, yeah, whatever. But then I saw that Aspen said that she didn't ask for 150, so I'm not sure why it's at 150.
Better for you, though.
Yeah, well, whatever. Who cares?
By the way, why do you have to say
Any
your
weight,
buddy? Why do you have to say your buddy,
anyone,
Ali?
anytime.
Why do you have to stir the pot like that? Here I am, Thanksgiving, trying to
No,
turn the
I
page.
mean, I don't,
Why can't you just say my manager?
I stir the pot.
Yeah.
I
Why
stir
do you
the
have to say
pot.
your buddy? Well, you could have just said my manager or your old friend, your old.
Because every time I say my manager, then you stir the pot. So by me taking control and stirring the pot first.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate
now
that move.
this interview is in my hands.
I appreciate that move. That's a great move. That's something I would do. So I appreciate that.
I know.
All right.
I learned from the best.
Thank you. Is this the last fight on your PFL contract?
I'm not sure. No, it's not technically the last fight on my contract.
Well, this I don't believe because I asked Don Davis that question on Monday and he said yes, it was.
Well, it's gonna be my last fight.
What?
But
what does that mean? What's the difference?
There are 2 fights left on my contract, but they're not going to have another show this year. So technically, it'll be my last fight, I think.
Okay. Will it be your last fight in the PFL?
On this contract.
Period. Do you think there's a chance this is your final fight with the promotion?
I think, that's why I pay your buddy a lot of money. It's his job to do that and figure it out. I'm really just looking forward to fighting again,
Okay.
And the rest of that stuff we'll handle on November 25th.
By the way, that's almost the exact same answer that you gave me a year ago when I asked you about like future stuff. You said, "We'll handle it on the Saturday or the Sunday after." So
yeah,
some things have changed, some haven't. Can I ask what was your reaction when you found out about the news? It was official, kind of the worst kept secret in the sport, but like that it was official on Monday.
Yeah.
PFL acquired Bellator.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I think this is a new era of MMA. I'm excited for the PFL. They just got, a ridiculous amount of talent overnight added to their roster. So I think it's going to be great. I'm excited to see how they navigate it and what they do with it. And should be good.
So what's fascinating about this? I was trying to think like who from the PFL side of things potentially benefits the most from this acquisition. And the answer right away was you. Because you had been there, done that with the tournament. You're kind of in this awkward spot this past year. How do they use you? There's no place. Now they've got this separate series of events where they're one-offs, so to speak. And if I'm trying to think of like super fights, Bellator, PFL, there's none that we've been talking about longer than you versus Cris, right? And now there's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. There's 145. There isn't 145 on the other side of the street. Like I feel like this is actually a massive deal for you. This is a bit of good news, no?
Yeah, of course. I think, I just get so tired of talking about it, Ariel. Like,
I get it.
I just get tired of talking about her because.
But now it feels more realistic than ever, no?
It does. It feels closer than ever. And that's why I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm just going to focus on Friday, do everything I have to do to set up that awesome event. But until then, I'm not thinking about it.
Fair enough. Could I ask, though, the acquisition, does it potentially change your opinion on your future? In other words, had they not acquired Bellator, maybe you say, hey, it's been a good run, but there's really nothing left for me here. Let me see what else is out there. But now it's a whole new world.
I don't know, I mean, this is like MMA is so wild, right? Like crazy shit happens in this sport every single day. And we were talking about it yesterday, me and some of the crew. And it's like, I've been signed with the PFL since before they were the PFL. I was technically signed to the World Series of Fighting. I've had all of my fights here. I've grown up here. I've grown up with these guys. And it's been really, really cool to watch where it began and to see where it is now and to see them have such a major, this is like a power move, right? Like they just bought Bellator. And they have Francis and they have Jake and they're disrupting the sport in a big, big way. And I was a part of the beginning of that and it's awesome. So for me, this is all good stuff, it's not, I'm excited for the future, but I can't think about any of that really until I handle business on Friday night. Like you gotta stay focused.
Is there a chance that was part of the problem last year? All these scenarios, all these questions, you had been there, done that with Larissa before. Were you maybe looking past her a little bit and this is why you don't want to even entertain this?
No, I don't think I was looking past her, Ariel. I think that I was fucking spent. I had a lot of health stuff going on last year. I had a lot of personal stuff. I had fought 4 times back to back to back, multiple years in a row. And I just got to the end of the year and I didn't have anything left in the tank. It's not that I didn't want to win. It's not that I didn't train my ass off. It's not that I was distracted. I just didn't have anything left in the tank. I was on E and she had a little bit more than me. So, I didn't take her lightly. I wasn't looking past her. I wasn't thinking about, big money deals and this and that. Like, I just didn't have anything left.
If you were on E back then, where do you think you're, what is that thing called?
Baby.
Where are we now? Is it a full tank of gas?
We're full.
Oh, right.
We're full. We're full and we got like 2 little canisters in the back too.
Oh my gosh. So this year has been a blessing. The time off hasn't been, I know there was some frustration, right? That you weren't fighting, but maybe in retrospect, it's a blessing that you didn't fight?
Yeah. I mean, I think that obviously I would have wanted to fight more than once, but I think it's a blessing I wasn't in the season, even though that's what I wanted. Like I called and I was like, yeah, no, of course. I mean, I had just lost for the first time in MMA. Like, of course I wanted to go fucking get that back. Like, that's my belt. That's what I wanted. But it all worked out for my good, God is in control.
Could you have done the season at 145, making 145 that many times?
I mean, we'll never know now.
Sure, but you think you could have?
Who knows?
Oh.
Yeah, I think I can do anything I set my mind to.
Is there a chance that this fight will be the last time you fight at 150 or higher? Like, in order for your career to have...
Probably.
Yeah, okay. It needs to be 145, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was prepared for that this time. I'm ready to make that sacrifice, It's a chosen sacrifice. I'm being super disciplined about it. I'm doing it in a healthy way. I'm not being a knucklehead about it. So yeah, no, I'm ready for that.
The 135 stuff, there's no truth to that, right?
What?
135? Can you possibly do 135?
What do you think?
I don't think so.
You don't think I can make 135?
I mean, you're too ripped. You're too big for, no? I mean, it doesn't seem healthy. I remember Cris trying to make 135 and she almost killed herself, trying to make 140.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember watching that video and like being appalled.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
That's just stuff a nightmare. Who does?
No, I mean, there's some people who kill themselves to make it because maybe they feel like they have no choice, but I don't, that's why I feel like Bellator had the best 145-pound division in the sport, in my opinion. So that's why I feel like this is a great new wrinkle for you.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. No, these are all good problems. These are all good issues to have. And dude, like look at my life. Like I'm sitting here, like I'm sitting here and I have a lot of money in the bank. I don't ever have to fight again if I don't want to. I have 2 beautiful, healthy children that were entrusted to me. I really feel like by God. I have 2 Olympic gold medals. I have, like Noah's Ark at my house. I have like 2 PFL world titles. And if you had seen me at 10 years old, at 12 years old, at 16 years old. Like, I wanted to die. I didn't want to live. And look at my life now, Ariel. Like, what is there not to be grateful for? Like, I think it's so poetic that I always fight on Thanksgiving, because I really do have so much to be thankful for. Like, my life every single day is such a blessing and such a gift. And I don't take it for granted anymore. You know, like, yeah, shit happens. You know, my kids have things that they have to overcome. There are going to be struggles. You know, I'm single, so I'm alone a lot, and I don't have a partner to support me in this. And where am I going to fight next? And I lost a fight. And like, of course there are things. Everyone has things in their life. But like, in all reality, my life is a gift, and so is yours, so is everyone's. And once you realize that, I think is when your life really starts. You know, once you realize that, like, holy shit, I'm alive, I'm breathing air, I'm on this earth, and I have a purpose. Like, that's when your life begins. And I feel like that happened to me last year. I feel like I woke up and I realized, like, oh, it's not about everything you do. It's not about how much you have. It's not about what you earn. It's not about how much money is in your bank account. It's not about what car you drive. It's not about who likes you on Instagram or doesn't. It's not about any of that. Like, I wake up every day and I do exactly what I want to be doing. And I'm pursuing something that fills my heart with joy. And I get to do it with people that love me and support me. Like, I have this amazing tribe around me of teammates and coaches and my family and the people behind the scenes and the people making my food, and like, and all of these people believe in me, and I believe in myself too. And fuck, dude, like, I'm going to make the most of it.
Man, that was incredible. How could you not be a Kayla Harrison
Let's
fan?
go, baby.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. And I'm very happy that you have that perspective. Could I ask, you say something that, you know, is obviously very hard to hear when you say, like, when you were younger, you just wanted to die. Could you even dream of a life like this? Or was that so
No,
far-fetched?
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
No, dude. I moved to Boston. I told my mom that my coach had been sexually abusing me for 8 years. I was 16. A month later, I moved to Boston. And I had $250 in my hands, which was half the month's rent. And I lived in a judo house with a bunch of other athletes. And I didn't want to be there. You know, like, I didn't want to do judo. I hated my mom. I hated the Pedros. I hated judo. I didn't get out of bed. I didn't brush my teeth. I didn't want to exist anymore. And like, by the grace of God, I landed on the Pedro's doorstep. I landed where I was, and I had people around me who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And because of them, and because of, like, that little voice inside that said, not yet, like, don't give up just yet, don't quit just yet. Because of that, like, you know, I call that God. You know, that's because of that. Like, look at where I am. And none of the, like, where I am, like, the life I have now, none of that matters. I would be okay if all of it went away tomorrow. And that is the piece that can't be fucked with. And that's what makes me even better and even more dangerous on Friday night, because I'm okay no matter what. And I wasn't there before.
If there's someone watching this who may feel like you felt all those years ago, who can't even imagine a better life, what would you say to that person?
Don't give up. You know, I know that it's brutal. I know that it's hard. I know that I know that you're, like, tired in your bones, and you feel like you're never going to be happy again, and you feel no hope. I've been there, but don't give up. You know, I think that with faith and with the right people around you, anything is possible. You know, that I'm living proof of that. Like, you cannot deny what has happened in my life as a result of faith and hope and being fearless. You know, those are the things I think that if you were going to say 3 words that describe you, like faith, hope, and fearless, like, and I'm not afraid to work hard. You have to find that little thing inside of you that says, like, don't give up. And you have to know that you're seen, you're heard, you're loved, and you do that by reaching out and asking for help. So don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Like, ask for help. And I promise you, you'll find it. Shit, Instagram, message me. I'll help you.
Wow.
There's help. There's hope.
Could I ask before I let you go, this Noah's Ark that you have at your house? What are we talking about here? Like, what is the like? Is this a lot of animals? What's going on?
Yeah. So I bought 2 acres
Wow.
a year ago. Before, yeah, that was another thing I was doing before my finals. I had bought a house. And so we have just been like slowly but surely collecting all of these unwanted creatures. We have 3 dogs.
Wow.
Like multiple rabbits, quail. We have like 20 chickens and 2 parakeets, and we have 2 kittens coming, and we have 2 emus. That's the big one. We have 2 emus.
Wow. Why?
MMA and Marshall Mathers. Yeah.
Why?
You know, Ariel, because I have a lot of love to give, and I just need places to put it.
Wow, that is. And are you collecting eggs, and like, is there any sort of financial?
Yeah.
Okay, this is
No, financial. It's good for the kids,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know, you have kids.
Yeah.
We don't have any technology during the week. That includes me. Like, we have a family movie night on Friday night, but during the week, like, Kayla gets up, she goes and lets the chickens out, she feeds them, she does the bunny cages, she lets
Wow.
the emus out, they get the zoomies. My son helps with the compost and feeding the dogs. You know, we have a little vegetable garden we're working on and an herb garden we're working on, and we're outside. We live in perpetual summer, so we're outside, we're in the sun, we're even in the rain. Like, we spend time together as a family, and the animals is a really good way for them to learn responsibility, but also like how to love something.
Gosh, I feel like such a horrible parent now. No iPad ever, no TV, nothing during the week.
I mean, during the week, no.
Wow. I'm going to say Kayla Harrison told me no iPad.
Dude, it changes no, I'm telling you, Ariel, try it out.
I know.
Especially if they're getting older.
Yeah.
It changes everything. It changes everything. But you have to put your phone down too.
I know, it's a problem. So you put yours away? You don't have it at all?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even in my room, even when the kids go to sleep, like, I'm not on my phone. I bought an old school alarm clock, and I keep my phone outside my room.
Wow. You don't check anything before bed or anything like that?
Dude, it's so unhealthy.
I know.
It's so unhealthy. Like, yeah, I don't need to know that, like, Bilbo Bob from, you know, Deluxey wherever thinks that I look like a man. Like, I don't need to know that.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't.
I'm done with it. And I have so much peace because of it. Dude, you should do like a challenge in December. Just like be off your phone for 1 month and see how it goes.
Oh gosh,
and
1 month? I thought you were going to say 1 day.
Yeah. Oh my God. Are you that? Come on. You didn't build this empire by being mentally weak, Ariel.
No, I could do it. I could do it. Okay, fine. I'm going to do it. You're an inspiration. There's a lot more supporters than haters. And wow, I always feel so much better about the world and life anytime we talk to you. So thank you for always coming on. Welcome back. And I can't wait to see.
Thank you.
Is this 3.0? Who's it? 4.0? What would you say?
There's so many versions of me. Yeah. Who knows? They're all going to be in the cage on Friday night.
I can't wait. Get it done, Kayla. You got this.
Let's go, baby.
Good luck to you.
Thank you for being a friend. I appreciate you.
And happy Thanksgiving
to you and your family.
Yes, same to you. Much love. Good luck. Can't wait for it. Thank you, Kayla. There she is, the great Kayla Harrison. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel. So please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.